big history made in the WNBA. Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points against the Sparks. The Wings lost by 1, but Paige Bueckers, 44 points. She also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but those 44 points came on 4 of 4 shooting from 3, 17 of 21 from the field in 36 minutes played. That is what we call a clinic. She was a machine. That is what great players are supposed to do against bad defenses, is absolutely shred them. It is the most points ever scored by a rookie in WNBA history. Small asterisk there because she's tied with Cynthia Cooper, but Cooper was 34 years old when she was a rookie in the WNBA because the WNBA didn't exist until she was 34. So technically, Paige Bueckers, most points by a first-year professional player. And we talked last week, CJ, like, this is why Paige Bueckers is my rookie of the year. This is why I expect Paige Bueckers will be the rookie of the year. It's no disrespect to Sonia Citron. It's no disrespect to Kiki Irifen. It is all the respect for Paige Bueckers is a potential generational talent. It is always too early. You never know how things pan out. But whoo, buddy, if she hadn't been injured those 2 years in college, we would not be shutting up about Paige Bueckers.
No, she would be what Caitlin Clark is,
yes.
Right? Like that was supposed to be the rivalry. That was clearly going to be the rivalry we were setting up for in college basketball. And then Paige goes down, and in walks Angel Reese, and now it's Reese and Clark. But it's supposed to be Clark and Paige. No disrespect to anybody else involved, but that's what it was supposed to be. And Paige can do so many different things, and that's the thing about her game that I enjoy, right? That I like players who can facilitate an offense, can get everybody set up in the right spot, can get the assists, can get the steals, can be a primary defender on the other team's best player, can go and get rebounds. Like, I like those types of players. The scoring is like, okay, cool. Like, I'm cool with that.
Defends well.
But I'm not really into the scoring side of things the way that I am all the other things. And I thought that the biggest thing for Paige coming in would be, hey, is she going to be able to go out there and get buckets? She was not somebody who I thought could go get buckets in college. And then she has that Final Four run this season where she is out there getting buckets. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's her senior year. She doesn't want it. She's going to go out swinging. I like that type of competitiveness in a player. But in the W, she's going to be more of an everything else, not necessarily a first option to score. And this year, I couldn't be more impressed by what she's able to do scoring the ball in the W. Last night is just another example of her ability to put the ball on the floor and shoot it off the dribble. And now it makes me look quizzically at Gino. Like, why were you holding this back? Why were you stopping this? It's a lot like, who was Michael's coach in college? Why am I blanking on Michael Jordan's college coach? But it was
North Carolina.
I remember.
Oh my God.
Because
really
he called Roy.
Yes.
I do believe he called Roy Williams and said, hey, come home.
Yes.
And Roy left Kansas, came home. All the way goes.
Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. Thank you. The great
I was
Dean
gonna say
Smith.
Gene Smith, so we were close.
The great Dean Smith. I apologize. I remember the quote going around, and I wasn't alive. I don't believe I was alive when it was said, but it's just a quote that circulates from Bobby Knight saying the only person who could stop Michael Jordan in college was Dean Smith. And I can't help but feel like Gino held a lot of that offensive production, particularly from a scoring standpoint, away from us, keeping Paige within the system he wanted to run in UConn. She's incredible.
Okay, well, I'll put it this way. She's so incredible that she is able to do that despite Chris Colclains being her coach with the Dallas Wings. Like, the rest of that team in shambles. They lost last night. They're eliminated from the playoffs. They're a bad team. Save Paige Bueckers. Somebody. Anybody.
Rookie of the year.
Yes.
All W?
I'd have to really go through. I haven't done that exercise.
Okay.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
That's the next part of this.
Sure.
Though. The next part is like, okay, clearly this is a rookie. This is the rookie of the year. Clearly this is first team all rookie. Are we talking third team all W, second team all W? Like where are we talking about Paige right now?
My first instinct would be second.
Okay.
But I'd have to go through and do it all the way. And guess what? Look, we just talked about Paige Bueckers the whole time, and it doesn't have to do anything. I know we mentioned Caitlin Clark from the standpoint of they could have risen together in the college ranks, but people are crazy. You can't have anyone do anything without it being like, oh, well, look at what Paige Bueckers shows that Caitlin Clark was never all that real. Or I don't want to hear this about Paige Bueckers because I'm like, we haven't seen Caitlin Clark in 20 plus games.
Listen.
How quickly we forget.
The world keeps spinning.
It just keeps moving
that
on.
Part I understand because we forgot about this dude here.
Oh, yeah.
We immediately, Ja was gone, what was that, 2023?
Yes.
Like that 23-24 season?
Well, okay, how
It was
funny
like,
is that? Because
he's gone. Like we've forgotten entirely about the pulling
Yes.
that he had on the sport. That's just, that part of the sports. I understand that part.
The 2023-2024 Memphis Grizzlies are the soft equivalent to the 2024-2025 Indiana Fever. And by that, I mean just the 2025 Indiana Fever because we just play in this year. I'm so used to having seasons go through 2 years. They are so injury bugged. I mean, obviously now with Sophie out, Caitlin Clark apparently has a bone bruise on top of everything else. She's not going to come back, is she? I don't want to. I'm not recklessly speculating. That's just my.
Which one does? It's Sophie. Everybody's excited about the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was on her podcast, and she said, "Hey, all of these injuries happen after birthdays. Like after insert player who got injured's birthday."
Really?
If I heard it correctly.
Fascinating.
But she said that she doesn't think anybody on the team is going to celebrate their birthday going forward.
Well, you got to make sacrifices for this game. If you
do.
want to contend. Can't celebrate birthdays anymore. Shout out the W. Did see a report that they broke their all-time regular season attendance record, and there's still a month to go in the season. And a big shout out to the Golden State Valkyries, who sold out a 17th straight game at home. They have been highly responsible for some of those big numbers.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.